So the West Tigers are making some really smart but risky moves around Galvin to start off, Taylan May, and then a few other things in terms of potential player swaps that we'll get into later. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Geordie. I'm a diehard Tigers fan, and this channel welcomes all of you guys, and we are so glad you're here. It would mean the world if you like and subscribe, as it helps me and the algorithm out a ton. Let's get into it because we've got a lot to cover today. So the West Tigers just, I think, made a move that is smart, it is gutsy, and it is risky all at once. And depending on how it all plays out, it could either be the decision that finally lifts this club out of the darkness, or one that we look back on as a kind of a missed opportunity. And I want to break it all down with you guys today. Every ripple effect that could come from each of these things, every quote, every undercurrent that's happening here. Let's start with the biggest one. Tailon May, that's one that I get a lot of questions about, that I have a lot of questions too, because this is the first piece of the puzzle, I think, moving forward without Galvin. And as of this week, Tailon May has officially kind of ruled out an immediate switch of the Tigers at this current moment in any club. Now, what that means is, like, we've been talking about him as a potential mid-season game changer for weeks now, for months even, but here's the thing, his decision to kind of stay out of it for now doesn't mean the deal's dead. In fact, I'd argue it actually means it's more likely we will land him long term. And here's why: because Tailon May isn't holding out of like loyalty reasons. According to reports, he is still weighing up his future, and the Tigers are still in the mix. And there are some mental health issue things that are going on that he needs to deal with first. But you know, I think Penrith does have one last shot at him. They have another title with him on it, and I don't think they will go for it. And I don't know if they're going to be letting go of that depth for the right reasons, but I do believe this will be a brutal thing for them, a big loss for them. And I think for us, it's going to be a huge win once we are able to sign him. And I think Tailor May wants to win a comp, which is fair enough. And I do believe with him and his brother being here, I think that will be a huge thing. But what does this mean for the Tigers overall? Well, short term, I think it means that Benji and the recruitment team are going to have to be patient. No quick fix to this. There's no magical strike center walking in tomorrow, right? But longer term, this shows we are going to be playing our right cards. We don't panic. We didn't panic. We didn't overpay. We didn't throw in extra players or cap space that force a move, and that is new for us, and that's what we got to keep going. I think for Taylor, this is a smart move, just saying, like, we'll wait for the right moment, we'll build the right way and get into the right team. And I think if this all ties together, there is going to be a huge ripple effect, and that, I think, will be the story about Morgan Gannon and the Warriors. Now, if you miss it, the Warriors are reportedly, this is just an article that I found online, I believe it was the Daily Telegraph or the Hark or something like that. They are reportedly signing Morgan Gannon from Leeds, a young professional edge forward, powerful edge forward, who's only like 20 something, but already been compared to like people like Kikau and people like that. And so what does this have to do with the Tigers? I think it's got everything to do with the Tigers, like this three triangle pillar thing, right? So because it shows us how fast other clubs are moving the lock in the future, and the Warriors just added Gannon. The Dolphins are throwing big money at their outside backs. Even the Sharks are stockpiling depth, and if we want to compete, we need to get these calls right. Guys like Tailon May, sure, his brother as well, but also guys like Latu Fainu, Kit Laulili, Luke Laulili, and just some other homegrown people that we can invest in and that are hungry. But we could also see people like Galvin being in this player trade, especially as there's talks of people coming to our club for Galvin that I've seen articles on as well. Now, that brings me to the real heartbeat of, I think, this whole conversation, which is Benji's call on LACHLAN GALVIN. And I think the way that the club is backing that decision, have you seen the quotes that have been going around? If you haven't, go read them. NRL.com article from yesterday. It's super emotional, it's layered, but it is also real, and that's what we need. Benji Marshall says this: I've been in his shoes, I understand the pressure, but I also know what it means to represent this club, and I believe Galvin is still the future, but he needs to do what he needs to do, and I totally get that. And that's a coach who gets it as well. That's not slamming a young player for a decision that may be good or bad. That's not burning a bridge. That's drawing a line with love, and honestly, it is powerful, and I'm all there for it, like, because what Benji is doing is resetting standards. He's not saying you are out. He's saying come back when you are ready, when you are hungry, and when you are all in. And that is culture building. That is leadership at its finest. And the fact that senior boys are backing it is huge. Saying, like Jerome Luai, who just got here not long ago, defending Benji, publicly. Uppy Korosai as well, the captain, doubling down, reporting they've been putting in extra sessions with the young guys. This isn't just damage control. This is kind of a footy team getting tighter and stronger together, and I love to see that in this crazy, crazy week. Now, let's talk about the fourth article that I came across. This one was the Fox League about Kevin Walters chiming in on the Galvin situation. Did you guys see that? Pretty funny. At first glance, it felt like it was like meddling, like why is Kevin talking about another club's kid? But if you read between the lines, he's saying exactly, I think, what Benji has been saying. Young players need guidance, not contracts. They need development, not drama. And Galvin's going to be a star, but he needs to learn how to handle adversity, and this might be the best thing for him, and he needs to walk through a bit of fire. And here's the smartest part of all of this, in my opinion. The Tigers aren't closing the door on Galvin, and I think that is great. They are keeping it open for him, and in the meantime, they are handing the keys to Adam Dewey, which, by the way, 100th game this coming Easter Monday. Massive week for him, massive game for him and the team. Big leadership test as well. But long term, all roads are definitely leading to Latu Fainu, and the real smart move buried in all of this, in my opinion, because if you read between the lines, the media stories, the training photos, the way Benji's talking about captain players, it's clear the Tigers know they have got something in the Fainu brothers. They're just not just replacements. They are the plan. And when you zoom out, this all starts to make sense. Tailon May saying not yet. Gannon going to the Warriors. Galvin being told to reset. It's all clear in the runway for what I think Benji wants to build here. So now I've got to ask you guys, how do you feel about all this? I know this is a little bit different episode, kind of just breaking down some articles and some rumors. But do you think that we are doing the right thing by being patient and not just throwing a ton of money at Tailon May? Do you think Tailon May will eventually join the Tigers in 2026, or will it be a 2027 thing? Do you think Galvin has a future at the club still, or do you think all bridges are burned? And then, what do you think with Benji, like the way he's handling this? Is it all the right way in regards to him being disrespected publicly? Let me know all your thoughts with that. I know you guys have been great getting the conversation started, but there is no need to hold back. Let me know in the comments. I respond to each and every one, because this is where I'm sitting, all right? This is one of the most mature, forward-thinking weeks the Tigers have had, I think, in years, that Benji has had in years. We didn't overreact. We didn't panic. We didn't go begging for players to stay. We made the hard call, sure. We stuck to our values, and we backed the coach, and that is growth. And that's a football club with a spine, and with, I don't know, it just means Luai and Appy, they mean guts, they mean integrity. Now, all of that being said, this next game, we cannot blink. Like, this is going to be a massive game. We cannot skip a beat on this, because how this team performs against the Eels, with Galvin out, with Dewey in, with the media circling in, this will tell us kind of everything we need to know going forward, right? If they come out flat, if they look lost, and then maybe the pressure's gotten to them, things will get extremely hard. But if they learn to play for each other, play for Benji, play for the jerseys, play for us fans, we'll know the group is buying into this. We'll be better in such a better spot without Galvin because of this, and I think we will really have a club to truly to believe in from everyone on the outside. And you better believe rival clubs are definitely watching this weekend. This is probably going to be the biggest game of the weekend because of all the media crap going on this past week, because right now the West Tigers are definitely building something quietly, carefully, brick by brick, but my goodness, it's going to be beautiful. Now the only question is, do we stick the landing this weekend? So let me know in your thoughts in the comments. Are we finally turning the corner? How do you think we're going to play this weekend? How do you think Latu Fainu is going to fit into this club, and how we're going to build around him? And then, I just am so excited for this weekend's game. What do you think the final score prediction is going to be? I'm going to give mine the day of the game, just so we can keep it fresh. But I'm really thinking our boys have got this if we come out with the energy and the pressure that we need. But as always, we have so much to dream big about this season, guys, as Tigers fans. It is going to be an epic season for us. We are just getting started here. And if you're new, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching to the end. I really do truly appreciate your subscription and your like on this video. And let's get the discussion started in the comments. And as always, Take it easy. You guys are legends. Geordie out.